It's finally happening, paisanos. After 4 years, Illumination's A Super Mario Bros. Movie is premiering a teaser trailer at New York Comic Con on October 6th, which will be our first ever look at the movie. But what and how much can we expect from it, and how many more trailers can we anticipate before the movie releases in April 2023? Well, we're going to look at Illumination's trailer history to try and find out. So what is a teaser trailer anyway? Usually that indicates a short trailer, maybe about 20 to 30 seconds long, that teases a longer one to come later. But Illumination tends to work a bit differently, as their trailers are usually the same length as their normal trailers, regardless of whether it's a teaser or not. Which could be a sign that the Mario movie's teaser may be longer than we think. But hold up, if Illumination's teasers and trailers are all roughly the same length, then what's the difference? Illumination's typical trailers are what you would normally expect, showing multiple scenes from the film in quick succession, so a typical trailer. But then the teasers, despite being the same length, focus only on a scene or two, albeit a bit condensed to save time. 2010's Despicable Me started the trend by only showing the movie's first scene, which set up the plot and future reveal of the protagonist Gru. The second teaser then jumped between a couple of scenes, but it mainly focused on a montage where Gru kept getting his behind handed to him by the villain of the movie. After these first two teasers, every Despicable Me trailer more resembled standard trailers with shots from multiple points of the movie, and nearly every Illumination film has followed a similar trend, with the first few teaser trailers for films like The Secret Life of Pets, The Grinch, and the Despicable Me sequels focusing on just one scene a majority of the time. Although there was a Despicable Me 2 teaser that was 53 seconds of minions singing, but we doubt the Mario movie's teaser will be like this one. Instead, we expect it'll focus on longer takes of just one or two scenes to communicate the style and tone the movie is aiming for. But what specifically will the trailer contain? Well, we could speculate all day of what we might see. It could begin with a panning shot of the Mushroom Kingdom and Peach's castle. It could include some fun banter between Mario and Luigi, or they could hit us with Donkey Kong's Seth Rogen laugh right away. We anticipate these scenes will demonstrate the kind of humor audiences will be in for, as well as the kind of animation on display. Other Illumination trailers did this well, showing off various scenes of slapstick comedy that was accurately representative of the final film. We think the Mario movie will have a similar style, but adjusted to fit well in the Mario universe. Now there are two things we're certain could appear in this teaser though. One, text between shots saying things like, "This ain't no game," or "This spring will just be super," typical marketing quotes like that. And two, there's going to be music. And if there's one thing about this trailer we're nervous about, other than Chris Pratt's Mario voice, it's the music, as Illumination trailers more often than not include pop songs, which is usually fine, but it might be a little jarring to hear one of these songs over a Mario movie trailer because Mario music is just too iconic. Hearing something like a Taylor Swift song in this trailer could come off as pandering to a crowd that doesn't care about Mario, and it could be kind of, dare I say, cringe.
Your name.
Think about that first Sonic the Hedgehog movie trailer that used Coolio's Gangsta's Paradise. Believe it or not, that was only the second worst thing about that trailer. Thankfully, the second trailer used JJ Fad's Super Sonic mixed with the Ramones' Blitzkrieg Bop, which fit the theme of the movie and Sonic as a character better. Now that we've considered that, they could potentially get away with using a pop song that more closely fits the theme of Mario. Ironically enough, the song they used in the trailer for the original 1993 Super Mario Bros. Film is rather fitting, that being Snap's The Power, since Mario has power stars. Get it? Also, the first trailer for Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle used Airborne's It's All for Rock and Roll, not an insanely popular song today, but it's a licensed track that didn't feel out of place in the world of Mario. Just goes to show that a licensed song could still work for the Mario movie trailer. It's also likely that Illumination is aware of how iconic Mario music is, so they could give a new variation of the Super Mario Bros. Theme. They did something similar with the trailers for The Grinch, playing the new version of the classic Grinch theme song. But my goodness, what is this movie going to look like? That's the question. Illumination already has an established style, with human characters looking a very specific way, but will they make the iconic Mario characters adopt that style? Well, seeing as Miyamoto is a producer on this movie, most likely not. We anticipate the characters will look mostly identical to how they are in the games, simply because Nintendo is very protective in how they present their characters. In fact, Illumination kind of already animated for Nintendo, by their French studio Illumination MacGuff. This was for a French McDonald's Happy Meal commercial featuring Mario and Furbies. Not a crossover one would normally expect, but this character model is quite faithful to the source material. So I guess you could kind of consider this commercial a sample of what to expect from a feature-length animated Mario film. Of course, what has to be included in the teaser is Chris Pratt's Mario voice, as there have been many discussions over the past year of what he may sound like. It's time for Illumination to put those talks to rest and show us exactly how he sounds. So if we go by Illumination's track record, we expect the first teaser for the Super Mario Bros. Movie will be roughly 2 to 2.5 minutes long, focusing on 1 or 2 scenes that set the tone for the film, and it may feature a pop song or, best case scenario, a variation of the classic Super Mario Bros. Theme. It's also likely that we are totally wrong, and Illumination will give us something completely different. But if they stick to the pattern they've been following for over 10 years, then this teaser will likely have some of these qualities. Now, after the trailer, we might be wondering how many more trailers we'll see before the movie's release and when. Well, I calculated the amount of teaser and official trailers for every animated Illumination film released, with the exception of Hop, because that was mostly live action anyway, so who cares. Some of these movies were advertised for a while, like some Despicable Me films which had a 1-year gap between the first trailer and the movie's release. But assuming the Mario movie makes its April 7th, 2023 release date in the United States, that means there will be a 6-month gap between the first trailer and the movie's premiere. The Illumination films with similar turnaround times have between 2 to 3 official trailers, excluding mini-trailers and TV spots, and they come out every 2 to 3 months. So after the initial trailer in October, let's pretend they put out another trailer in December to get the holiday movie-going crowd's attention, and then another one in February for one final push up to its release in April. This is just a theoretical trailer schedule, but it's one I'm fairly confident in. Of course, we won't know for sure the contents of this Mario movie trailer until we finally watch it on October 6th. We have some idea on how it'll go based on Illumination's track record, but who knows? They could surprise us by giving us something completely unique. After all, this is a freaking Mario movie, and this is the first time in almost 30 years that Nintendo is comfortable enough to give a studio the rights to make a feature film based on their most valuable IP. Illumination knows how special a movie like this is, and they may treat it as such. But we want to hear from you. How are you feeling about the upcoming Mario movie trailer? Excited? Nervous? Well, Chris Pratt saw it and said it blew him away. A truly unbiased opinion there. But let us know in the comments below how you're feeling and tell us how you think the trailer is going to turn out. We'd love to hear your predictions. Until next time, bye.